Okay, let me start this again. I was in Trader Joe's just a few minutes ago and was put out of there. They said that I was harassing customers. And they said that the last time I was there, I was harassing customers and all of that. I usually don't even speak to people when I'm in these stores, as is very well known, because I try to avoid people as often as I can. I try to stay out of the way. I try to make sure that I'm as far away from people as I possibly can be. That's what I normally do when I come into the store. Rarely do I allow people to get too close to me. And when I come into the stores, I always try to make sure that I'm far away from people. So now, what they have done, the people have done now, is set up to target me. So when I went in today, they were all, walking around me, and so when I did say something to someone, they jumped on the situation. As a matter of fact, it was a setup. As a matter of fact, now that I see this woman came by me and was walking back and forth in front of me, so I said, okay, let me just go ahead and compliment her. And that's what it seemed like to me. So bam, as soon as I did that, here comes Alfredo out of nowhere. Oh, I wish you wouldn't say anything to these. You got complaints about people, you speaking to people and all of that. Yeah, all of a sudden he pops out of nowhere telling me that they got complaints from people from the last time that I was here. He said, of people complaining about what I'm doing. And I don't really even speak to people. Fuck Trader Joe's, Alfredo, whoever his name is, and I left a letter of complaint, and I'm going to call the corporate office as well. I mean, I don't care to have to call them because it's no big deal to me. I don't really follow up on these type of things, to have someone's job put in jeopardy because they don't know how to act. And I kept saying, man, I told him, I said, man, So y'all really think that I'm coming in this store to harass people? 851-201. See, that's a person like that, man, I don't know what they got going. Let me get out of here. Get away from these people. Yeah, so that's what they said, that I was harassing from the last time. So, and I on the 15th and on the 5th of the, that's when I shop at a certain time in 2 weeks intervals. So they waited on those 2 weeks to tell me about this, because I only come every 2 weeks. I don't shop at that store all the time. I only buy certain things. I only bought some snack foods. That's the only thing I would buy in that store. I don't buy real food in that store. Maybe I may have bought an orange or some apples or something one time, but I just buy peanut butter and and nuts like that. So I can get that anywhere. But I was saving $1 or $2 here and there. So, and then another employee, white man, come up. Yeah, I heard him too say he said you was hot. That's not a complaint though. Because I asked the lady what her name was. She stopped, turned around, came back and told me her name. And normally, again, I avoid people when I'm in the store. I don't want people to get close to me at all in these stores. So with them trying to say I'm harassing people, and then he tried to say there was a lady who was scared. He had to walk her out to the cars a lady standing at the door, he claimed. A lady standing at the door, he claimed, was afraid of me. He had to walk her to the car. I said, boy, you niggas. I said, okay. So that's what weak things that people do in the world. They're under a lot of pressure. I don't really say anything to them. I speak to them nicely and keep going. It shows you the insensitivity of people and the jealousy of people, the joy that, and the misery of people when you come into a public place to meet someone, to speak to someone, is a normal thing. These people think it's harassment. These people don't know how to function in society, to be in a joyful state of mind. Wherever you may go. And so I just thought, man, that's kind of weird. I mean, he and another old white man gonna walk up here. I heard him say something too. They was waiting on me. Cause I was avoiding people in the store every time. I avoid people in the store every time. I know what it is though. Cause the last time I came in here, I reported on some people coming in here, running up behind me and shit. People coming in, not shopping, coming in behind me. So they probably called and told those people those lies. And they said I can't come back in Trader Joe's no more. Boy, I didn't go off with anything. I just said, y'all some jealous lowlife. And they don't have a complaint form that you can fill out. And so I was looking for a complaint form to fill out. They don't have those. They don't have a copy machine that copy the report that I filled out, wrote things out to explain what happened. They don't have that. So I was asking to see the manager, and he said, everyone is a manager, they says. Everyone is what they call a crew member is a manager. He's saying he's the manager, he's not the manager and all this. And I'm like, and I'm just standing around, out of the way, just trying to stay out of the way for people creeping up on me, behind me all the time. I don't like to do that. So I try to keep distance from people, so I'm not harassing people. So it was just something that these people lie about, come in and say, because I'm watching their ass, trying to ease up behind me, sneak up behind me and shit. They come in the store, ain't buying shit, just coming up, creeping all around me, just, crazy shit. Leaving Trader Joe's, coming right down to Whole Foods, because that's what I normally would do. Since they've been open there, I would leave there, walk up the street here, come to this store, and then some of the same customers would leave that store and come up in here behind me, all the same. I'm walking, but they're in a car, and they end up at the same location. And so, and I talk about that. And so that's what these people will go back and do when I express that that's what's going on, that they'll say, well, customers say they've been complaining about you trying to talk to them and all this. Well, that's what life is all about. You talk to people wherever you are. And these people are unable to function with someone who is enjoying life. Miserable people have to do things that are And people can see when I come out here what I do. I avoid people at all costs. I avoid people. I avoid people. Yeah, I'm going to try to see what I'm doing in here now. Hopefully I'm not being harassed in here about bullshit.